Okay, guys, I am in my car, actually waiting for my husband to do some blood work. But while I'm waiting, I just wanted to go ahead and introduce myself. I am Benet. I'm a mom of four. I have a 15-year-old son, a 7-year-old daughter who is on the spectrum. I have a 3-year-old about to be 4 at the end of the week, and I have a 1-year-old. So I just want to give you guys 10 quick tips to help the transition of Thanksgiving when you have a special needs child. And these things just try to make it easier for you and try to make it easier for that child. So my number one tip is prepare your child beforehand. Talk about it. Talk about the amount of people that might be coming over, who might be coming over, what you're going to be doing, what kind of food you're going to have. And sometimes you may need visual aids. You can look for little shorts on YouTube about Thanksgiving and what kind of food you have. Number 2, create a visual schedule. Now, visual schedules works well with my autistic child. However, your child, you do it the way that works best for your child. However you see fit, that your child understands, gets it, and relates to it, you do it that way for them. That way, it's calming, it's soothing, and they know what's going on. But for me, visual schedules work great. A lot of the times you can go on Pinterest, you can go on Google and get little clip arts of the things that you're going to do. So like eat, or you can have like family coming over. And it'll just kind of give them an idea of how the day is going to go. Because it'll help kind of reduce the anxiety. With kids on the spectrum, a lot of times, things that are kind of like scheduled and repetitive work best for them. So try not to, spring too much on them. That's why I said visual schedules and preparing in advance helps a lot. Number 3, bring a comfort item. If they're going to someone's house, bring a comfort item with them. If they're going to be at their house, let them have a comfort item with them, or know where their comfort item is, whether it is a tablet, a blanket, a straw, a piece of paper, a napkin, a notebook, whatever it is. That way, if they're starting to feel overwhelmed, it kind of will help soothe them. So, number 4, we are going to talk about creating a quiet space for them. Now, this works if you are at home, and it might work if you're at a family member's house and you say, hey, can we go into a room for a moment? Give them a few minutes to kind of take a break from so much stimulation. Because I don't know about your Thanksgivings, but our Thanksgivings are filled with family, laughter, jokes, music. And sometimes for an autistic child, that's just too overwhelming, too much stimulation. So again, give them somewhere quiet to go for a little while. And that way they can kind of mellow themselves out. Number 5, you want to prepare the family members that are going to come. I always feel like I don't have to explain, and my child does not have to explain that she has autism. It is not for anyone else to judge, and it is not for me to make an excuse to make someone else or an adult feel comfortable about anything. My child is a child. They have certain needs that I'm going to make sure that are cared for. And that's my job as her parent. That's my job to advocate for my child. If you don't understand, that's not my problem. That seems like a you problem, not a me problem. Not my child's problem, seems like a you problem, not our problem. Okay? So, and most of the time, if you are around your family and your family knows that your child is on the spectrum, a lot of people do not have any issues with this, especially when you're a close-knit family. We don't have any issues with that. But if you do have family coming in that might not know that maybe screaming may excite your child, kind of give them a heads up. If they don't know that your child won't speak back or is not verbal or doesn't want to give them a hug back. Let them know that beforehand so that way it's not any confusion. Number 6, stick to a familiar routine as much as this is possible in the Thanksgiving setting. Try to keep major parts of their daily schedule pretty regular. That way they're already coming in kind of comfort. Now, if you shake everything up, it's a little harder for them to regulate themselves. So try to stick to the familiar routine so that way they can feel secure, in the environment that they're in. Number 7, introduce foods ahead of time. Now, I kind of talked about this when I talked about preparing beforehand. If your child has food aversions, mine has a couple of food aversions, but not a lot. But introduce them to the type of foods that might be there. Show them pictures of them. If you have time, maybe let them taste them beforehand, so they can kind of feel the texture, and that way you'll kind of already have a feel of what they might eat, what they might not eat, what to try, what to not try. You don't want to take them somewhere and they have food aversions and there's nothing there for them to eat. So that way you'll kind of know where the meal stands and where your child stands with the meal. And that's always a good thing to kind of know. Again, piggybacking on number 7, number 8, bring a familiar food option. If your child does have food aversions to certain foods, certain textures, just bring them something that you know that they will enjoy and they will eat, that is going to nurture them, make them feel safe, make them feel comfortable. Again, whatever you have to do to make sure your child is taken care of by any means, do it. Okay? Number 9, set small, manageable goals. And this does depend on the severity level of your child's autism spectrum disorder. This also plays a part into, their age as well. Make small goals. I know with mine, praise goes a long way. So, sometimes to help her ease into eating certain things, we will cook it together. She helps me. And when she helps me, she feels so proud that, of course, now she wants to try it. So we do things like that. Don't expect your child to sit through an entire meal just because it's Thanksgiving if you know that they don't regularly sit through an entire meal without getting up. So just make sure that you have obtainable goals, and then make sure you are giving them praise for the progress and for the effort that they're putting in. 10, focus on the positives. You want to celebrate this positive moment. Anything your child does, whether it be small or big, is an accomplishment. We love when we see our children doing things that nobody expected them to do. And even when they can't do the things people expect them to do. I am proud of my child every single day, because I don't know what it's like to live in a world where people don't understand what I'm trying to tell them all the time. I don't know how frustrating that is. But for her to wake up every day, keep going to school, keep being such a beacon of light, that is motivation for me to make sure that I do my best advocating for her so she can continue to have a wonderful life. Listen, Thanksgiving is about family, about love, about enjoying and making memories. Make memories with your children. Allow them to help in the kitchen if they can. Enjoy whatever milestones that you and your child reach together. Your child is so blessed to have a parent that wants to know and wants to learn every way that they possibly can to help adapt this world that we live in to them. You are a great parent. Have a very happy holiday. I hope these tips helped you guys. I hope these tips have opened communication. I hope that these tips are going to help make things run a little more seamlessly. This is my first video, so I really hope that I can be of help to you. I'm learning on this journey just like you guys are learning on this journey, and I would love for you guys to come along on the ride. If you would like, please like my video and please share and subscribe. I will be making more content based on my lifestyle as a mom of children on the spectrum. So I'll see you guys later. Happy holidays.